So I'm just oncing out here today because the comeback is only a couple of hours from now. Let me see. The subscriber Nara had recommended a few of these videos, so these are kind of random. I didn't know, what they were when they were recommended, but they seemed pretty cool to check out. This first one here, so this is from 2011 in Osaka, Japan, and it's member Momo when she was just 14. I don't know what the performance is, although I do know that Momo, she was actually eliminated from the 16 show, the contest show, right? Rather early on in the series, but JYP specifically said because of her dancing skills that he was going to go ahead and bring her back and give her a spot as a member, right, in the group. So what I'm anticipating is that this is going to be a very a display of her dance skills. I don't know if she sings also in this performance right here, but let's check it out and let's see Momo. You'll be able to, I already know you'll be able to see her talent, and that she's always had this, right? And then when you think about everything, when I think about everything I've seen so far, it's just to tell how much development and how much growth and how much she's improved upon those skills. So let's check this out. Let's see what Momo already had back then. Okay, yeah, very strong choreography, right? Already. So this seems to me like some sort of junior level group, you know, like obviously the same. What would you call it? A lot of the same elements here, right? Even the track. I want to hear better audio. I have so many questions. What's the song? What's the track? Who's it from? What's the group? Uh, uh, you know, who are the other performers? Did they go on? Did any of the others go on to make it into any other groups? Um, you see a lot of the styles, even the aesthetic, the styles of dance, right? Momo likes to dance hip hop. She likes to dance urban, you know. Um, a male member here in this group, right? You can tell actually because of the difference in the bottoms in this outfit, right? The tops are the same, but these are different style pants here, and then also just the appearance. But just like I thought it was gonna be, right? Very strong dance performance here. So she didn't do any vocals, but okay, but dance. That's the whole reason why she got her spot on in the group, right? So that makes sense. It totally makes sense. And so this was in Osaka, Japan. And so I know that she later went to South Korea to do the training, and that she's actually the member that had the shortest time period training wise before making it onto the group, and she got basically handpicked, right, by JYP. So I mean, it's easy to see why. Yeah, and they've come a long way, haven't they? I mean, just think about it. In the last video, I watched the 2020 awards performance, right? That incredible stage, the incredible production quality, the next level choreography and aesthetics and everything. So like I said, you can see you see where it gets you. Like, do you know what I mean? You see the path. You see like how you go from this to just being one of the biggest K-pop acts, part of one of the biggest K-pop groups, girl groups that there is, right? Really neat stuff, right? Isn't it just cool to see, where they start? It's earlier on, right, in their careers, essentially, right? This is already very high level stuff. I'm not sure what this one is. Okay, so there's a cover there. I believe that this okay, Momo, Mina. Okay. Let's check this next one out.
여자친구를 감금한 20대가
Okay, so it is Momo and Mina. Okay. Many years of ballet dance.
You got me. Oh, you got me. You got me.
So very performative, isn't it? The song "Crazy in Love," right? Or so you see in the aesthetic also, you know, she's playing into the look, right? To try and look a little bit crazy, right? And so this is from some sort of like showcase competition. No, is it because there were other the people they showed who were watching them. It did, you know, it looks similar to you know, Got Talent or X Factor or one of those shows. It just, I'm seeing a similar type of setup is all. Of course, it was just a performance part, so I don't have too much more context, but from the looks of it, this is going to be later than the 2011 video that we just saw. So, okay, again, it's raising in its level, right? Like this, there's much more production to this. This is a different stage. If this is competitive, you know, also, you know, this, it's, everything is there. It's just building up to a higher level now, as far as the audience, the performance, the production quality, but the dance skills. It was the dance skills, you know. Interesting, just to learn and observe the evolution of the whole of Momo, really, as her as a member, right? And now this one here. So we got Momo and Mina, Chaeyoung, and then Chaeyoung also. So I'm gonna like this one for sure. Fun fact: Mina, she is actually born in my hometown. We're born in the same city, Mina and I, which is, I mean, you know, obviously, you don't pick where it is that you're born, right? But it is kind of cool. Just these, I never realized, you know what I mean? I never, here I've been in the dark as far as K-pop. Here I've been not knowing that I'm a once, right? And it turns out that Mina, one of the members, is from the same, I mean, you know, she was born in the same place that I am. So just one of these connections that I had no idea, you know, but it's kind of cool. So this is a cover of a song called Move. I do not know who the original artist is then. She's so beautiful. Goodness.
어떤 표현도 어떤 문장도 너를 모두 담아낼 순 없겠지. 우린 이대로 완벽할 테니 걱정 따윈 버려. 그대로 그대로 repeat.
Very cool. Very cool. Who does the track? It's a great track. That was a very good track. Great synth and great bass in that. I could hear it pretty well, you know. Very solid dance groove, definitely. And so you know, by now they really start to feel like Twice, right? Like it just, this is like, oh, okay, this is they have this control over their movements. When I was watching the earlier videos, you know, they dance and there's a whole lot of like energy in the dancing part. And granted, that's primarily what they're doing, so it makes sense, right? It's sort of like min-maxing, right? Like you're gonna max out on the dance and you're gonna have to minimize on the vocals for now. So it makes sense that there's so much more energy behind like all of the movements and all of the steps and everything. This is just like it's cool, isn't it? I mean, they're very controlled and just, it's subtle things. It like the little shoulder moves, right? Like you hear the crowd respond whenever they do that, and it's cool. It's just cool. Like they really have got this style now in this performance here. It's because it does feel like Twice, you know what I mean? Okay, so this was another. It says Music Bank in Hong Kong, so I'm just going, you know. Okay, so that's where this performance was, I suppose, or maybe it was just broadcast there. Yeah, a lot of missing context, but as far as the performance goes, like, this is Twice, like, you know what I mean? This is like, oh yes, the style, they look so great too. They look, well, I mean, when Chaeyoung's in there, I'm you know, I'm a bit distracted, but they all look really, really good in this performance here. Very cool stuff, man. To see the progression, the progress of the some of the members of this group. Momo and Mina, you know, they're great, right? They're just, like I said, I share a birth city with Mina, and they're all just so good. They're all just so great, and I thank you for recommending these videos here, Nara. This was cool. This filled in, you know, some of the background of at least Momo and Mina. I'm starting to understand okay, how they came up, right? Like how they came up in this performance space and in this K-pop scene. So and it makes sense. It all totally makes sense. I was fairly certain that I was going to see some very strong dance exhibition here, and this was cool, man. This last one right here. Let me know who does move. You know what I mean? Like whose track was, because this was supposed to be a cover of a track, performance cover. So who does move? And we're only hours away from Talk That Talk. We're only we have very little time before we'll be able to enjoy the next single, the next album, which I have already ordered. So, yep, no worries about that. Oh, very cool origin story arc. At least one storyline here, starting to be fleshed out, starting to be given a contextual sort of substance, and yeah, very cool. Very, very happy for all of the members. I'm glad that they, have gone this path and realized this success, and of course that we get to enjoy all of their performances now. Yeah, and just once out, man. I'm just gonna once out. You know what I mean? Alright, thank you for the suggestion. Very cool. Get ready for the comeback, 'cause it's time.